Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle Nola channel. This is another Buy It Now premiere, which is a recorded video, but the buying is live, the chat is live. You just don't have to wait for the countdown, and you don't have to bid against anybody. What could be easier and quicker? So, tonight it is going to be necklaces. Y'all seem to love the earring and the brooch, and if you missed earrings or brooches, even though lots were sold, there are still some available, so go out and check those old videos. But tonight it's going to be necklaces. Now, I know earrings was a little tough because not everybody had pierced ears. I certainly don't have pierced ears. And even some people who have pierced ears, their ears have closed up. So, but everybody does have a neck. Sometimes I'm the only one to whom I'm funny. But anyway, hopefully at least somebody gave me a pity laugh in the chat for that. Okay, so we're going to have lots of different price points. I can start a necklace at $1 like I do with my auctions and with my Sunday premieres, but I am going to start this one at just $3. This is so simple and cute. It's a little butterfly. This would be great for a woman who likes dainty jewelry, or a teen or a tween. So I love that it's not just a pendant hanging on a chain, that it's literally built into the necklace. But I will show you the back here. It's got a lobster claw clasp and an extender on it. So I don't want you to think that it's short. I just have necklaces on the shortest settings for this video so that it is easy for the camera angle. So keep in mind that as you're bidding, here is another simple necklace. It's got a smaller, sweet turquoise pendant on it. Let me give you a close-up of it. Let me turn on a little bit more light so you can see the veining. Well, might be too much light. Okay, too much light. Sorry about that. $3 for this turquoise necklace. Now, if you're saying, I need something in a light blue, but I'm more of a bling kind of person, well, let me show you the blingy version. Look at this. Beautiful gemstones in kind of a light blue topaz. Let me throw it on the model here. So if you were saying, I like that, but it's just too plain, well, here is the fancy and glamorous version. The glamorous version is going to be $5. Also, $5. Look at these beautiful angel wings, and the angel wings have a beautiful sparkly droplet to them. And once again, I love how they are suspended on both sides, not just a pendant hanging from a chain. The angel wings necklace will be $5. Need some golden rays to show the sunshine in your life, the sunshine of your heart, or maybe to help turn that frown upside down. Well, the rays of the sun are radiant, but there is something even better to it. When you look really close, it is not just a sunshine, but it is a moon hugging a sun. So a whole celestial theme with both moon and sun when you look closely. $5. Also, So for $5, I'm not sure what kind of stone this is. Maybe it's some kind of carnelian. Not sure, but look at this beautiful setting. Just gorgeous. Nice big Belle in case you wanted to change it out and put a bigger chain through it. I love that the setting isn't just plain and round. It almost looks like little eyes and smiles around the stone, or is that just me? But this can be yours for the low price of $5. If you like red but would prefer some sparkle, look at this. I'm not sure if you would say this is more of a ruby color or a garnet color. Shout out to those ruby babies from July and garnet babies from January. All jewelry is costume jewelry, but look how pretty it is, and it is so believable. $5. For those of you who've watched my channel for a while, you know I'm a woman of faith, and one of my favorite hymns is Amazing Grace, and it has been around so many hundreds of years. I think many of y'all have parents, grandparents, great grandparents that have the favorite hymn of Amazing Grace. And I love that they have put it in the form of a cross, because the greatest gift, the greatest sacrifice, the greatest grace is the love that God has for us, and Jesus giving his life on the cross for us. And that is utterly amazing. So a great way to preserve your faith, or to perhaps gift somebody who has shared their faith with you. We are going to go back down to the $3 price point for these cute little butterfly necklaces. And hopefully you can see that they're not the same color. One is blue and one is green. Great for maybe you have two sisters, two nieces, two daughters. You want to give them something equal but yet different, so they know whose is whose, or maybe they're a favorite color. Any cat lovers in the audience? Look at this sweet little kitty. Or wait, is it a doggy? Maybe it's a kitty. Well, I see the ears up, and so I think of that as a kitty, but I know there are a few dog breeds that work that way, or people who artificially have some amputations to make ears sit up that way, although I think God makes every creature just as they should be. So $5 for this cute little fur baby. This is the next necklace. It is $5. It might look like a heart from a distance, but the heart is made up of angel wings. So if you believe in angels, in guardian angels, if you've had a loved one pass that you think is watching over you, looking down from heaven, or as a reminder or testament of that person, mother, grandmother, spouse, brother, sister, whomever it is, maybe it's even several people, a great reminder or even a comfort for that daughter or widow they left behind, so that you can show them you were thinking of that person too, missing that person too. And here is a little bit of an encouragement, because grief is lifelong. There is no clock on it, even though it's been several years now. I'm still grieving my parents. I have several moderators who've recently lost people, and somehow life has to go on, but yet these kind of reminders are a reminder of the love we've had, and yet a way to continue moving forward as our loved ones would want. Calling my ladies that like to sparkle. If you're looking for some great colors for summer, you know the colors of citrus are popular. The colors of the bright, scorching sunshine are popular. And so here we've got yellows and oranges, totally perfect for summer. And look at the shine and bling on this. And yet, just $5. Any peacock lovers in the chat? Look how detailed this peacock is. Look at the fabulous texture and the plumage. Just $5. Maybe an owl is more your animal of choice. Look at this beautiful one whose eyes are just staring at you. Beautiful feathers and plumage on it too. I even love the pointed bottom to it. So like it's pointing down at you. $5 as well. Here is another smaller, simpler necklace. I'm going to go with just $3 for this one because the pendant is smaller, but it's got a gorgeous design on it. Not everybody wants a big showy necklace. Sometimes you just need something for that little V of your V-neck t-shirt, and this can be that little something for the low price of just $3. Who likes turquoise? You know, sometimes they call these a bullet. Sometimes they call these a column. The veining on this one is spectacular. And I love the way it is held and encapsulated in this holder. It is just beautiful, kind of heavy. This one is going to be $5. I'm not sure if this is a scorpion or it's a crawfish or what. I recently showed this at auction and asked $5 for it. It was a pass, so I'm going to go down to $4 today. Next, for $7, look at the beautiful colors and veining in this turquoise necklace. A beautiful triangular shaped stone. Much different than anything else I have. Who likes prisms? I have to tell you, I love prisms. Look at all of the colors reflected in it. When I've gone to Renaissance festivals and you're looking at all of the booths, the ones that I love are the jewelry with the prisms, and some of them also make outside ornaments to catch the sun. But I love that this is going to reflect the colors of whatever you wear. It just dances in the light. This one is going to be $10 for, I almost said for choice. This is going to be $10. Down south, we love things that are old, things that are antebellum. So many of the tourists flock to the antebellum mansions that we call plantations. Even the term Southern Belle harkens back to the antebellum times. That's where Belle comes from. So here is one of those old world style necklaces called a cameo. Look at the beautiful design. This is, of course, a replica. This is not a cherished family heirloom. If so, it would be more than the $10 that I'm asking for this. Look at the carving of this beautiful old world Southern Belle of the antebellum times. Her face, her hair, and even when you look at the setting of the cameo in the pendant, just gorgeous. So looking for $10. These two necklaces are very similar, so I wanted to show them to you at the same time. They're each going to be $5 for choice, but by showing them to you at the same time, you can compare and contrast. You'll see the one on the right has the orange stone in the center as circular, and then the two stones at the bottom are kind of pointed. The one on the right has a pear-shaped or teardrop shaped stone, and the ones on the bottom are round. So similar, but not the same. So y'all make sure and let me know the shape of the center color, or if you want to do right or left. No, I take it back. Don't do right or left, because when I put this away and stack other necklaces, I'm not going to know which one I showed right and left. So tell me either orange circular or orange pear shape in the chat so I know which one to get, because keep in mind I am stacking them to the side, and I'll have to go back after the video and try to figure out now who wanted which one. Sometimes that is the hardest part of these premiere videos, is during an auction when you pick it, I can just grab it, throw it in a bag, put your name on it, and throw it in the sold pile. Here, I have to put everything away and then go back through it and copiously figure out who wanted to buy what item. So not only does it take way longer to film these videos, wait for it to upload, then have the premiere, but also to find the items and then get them located, packed, weighed, invoiced, but yet anything to help out my viewers and to be able to give my mods an extra day off from auctions. Likewise, these are very similar. I thought I'd show them together. Once again, the one on the right has a circular stone, and it almost looked like the top and bottom are hearts. So maybe to represent kids. And look at the one on the side. It's got some teardrops, some sideways teardrops, some circles. It is just geometric fun and goodness. Still just $5. Still at the $5 mark. This one almost looks like Belle's to me. It may look black, but it is actually an emerald green color. So great for Christmas, great if green is your favorite color, great for St. Patrick's Day. And look at this elaborate setting that holds the beautifully faceted gemstones. It's hard to take your eyes away from the gemstones, but I tell you, the swirls of the setting are spectacular. Totally looks like a more expensive than just $5 necklace, now doesn't it? Here's a sweet little panda. This one's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to go down to 4 on it. Look at its sweet little eyes, the black of the legs and the ears, the green of the leaves he is eating on. Such a cute, sweet little necklace. Also for $5. Look at the glorious blues in this one. I love that the top is darker, kind of a London blue, and the bottom is more of a sky blue. Now, to me, it almost reminds me of a fish. But maybe that's just me being here on the Mississippi River and so close to the Gulf. Maybe my mind just goes that way. It could obviously be Mama with three little fishies swimming away. Three little fishes and a mama fishy do. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't get me singing. I'm going to show this one at the same time so you can see the difference. This one is smaller, although it's a little bit longer, but this longer one, although it's smaller and thinner, I'm going to do for only $4. $4 for that one. If you like green and yellow together, such a summery, fabulous look of growth, almost like a green plant with beautiful yellow blossoms. The yellow almost look like hearts as well. Calling all ballerinas! Did your mom make you take a ballet class as a child to teach you poise and grace and balance and make you walk better and move better and more graceful and introduce you to dance? Well, my mommy did. And I have to tell you that I just dreaded the days where I had to go to ballet class. And at one point I finally said, Mommy, why do I have to go? Why can't I take some kind of fun lesson? And she said, oh baby, I thought this would be fun for you. When I was a little girl, I wanted to take dance classes, but I was stuck having to play that old piano. So I made a deal with my mommy where I would practice my piano every single day and take piano lessons if I could also take a dance class. And eventually, I just gave up that piano. She realized I was a lost cause. And I said, oh, Mommy, can I make that deal? Can we get a piano? No. So my mother shut that down right away because we didn't already have a piano, and pianos are super expensive. Also, my mother didn't think that I would have the aptitude for it, which is fine. But I still realized that even though I dreaded going to ballet class, it did help with the klutziness and that I had. Now, I am still a klutz, but I enjoyed learning the ballet. I still enjoy going to the ballet, and you appreciate it all the more when you know the names and steps. Even if you can't do them, it's still fun. And so maybe this will remind you of your childhood, of something you shared with your child or your grandmother, or maybe you just had a special night of going to a ballet, and this would be an amazing keepsake for the low price of just $5. Any Disney lovers watching? Now, I have to admit, I'm not much for animation or cartoons or Disney. I think that they are great, but it's just not my wheelhouse. So I am sure that a lot of y'all watching know who this cute little character is. It is Darling. I don't know the name, but hopefully one of y'all will know it, love it, and want it. And I'm going to make it the super low price of just $3 so that it is sure to go home with somebody who's going to know it, love it, appreciate it, wear it, or gift it. And I'm glad to help you with your gifting. Please remember that if you're gifting in the chat, I can easily throw it in somebody else's box who has a box coming. However, if you are gifting to somebody who doesn't have a box coming, you will need to pay for the shipping on delivery of that gift. $5 for this lovely piece. Let me give you an up close of this. It's got a beautiful stone. I'm not sure what that is. Might be dyed halite, might be carnelian. But I love that the setting is oval, like the stone, that the stone is offset rather than just boringly in the middle. And by it being offset, it gives you room to look at these beautiful swirls. It's also got a nice big bail in case you want to put it on a different chain. Now, I have shown some red necklaces earlier, both opaque and sparkling, and they have been probably a ruby color. These may look red on screen, but these are a darker garnet color. Now remember, everything you're seeing is costume jewelry. However, I wanted to make sure y'all could see that while these are still a red tone, I call them more of a maroon or a burgundy tone. They are darker than the ones I've previously shown. Look at these hearts going in different directions, whether it's husband and wife, maybe sisters. I just love that, maybe for twins. And then look at this big, gorgeous, faceted stone. So pretty. $5 for choice. These two necklaces are very similar, so I'm going to show them at the same time so that y'all can see the difference. Look at this beautiful Baroque setting, so fancy, holding these beautiful brown stones, but what's the difference? Well, this first one is a smooth cabochon. The second one is a faceted stone. So if you want smooth, you're going to go with this one. And if you want faceted, you're going to go with the one on the right. Both are beautiful, especially for fall. Hello, Kitty. Well, I should say the Hello Kitty symbol. Look at her with all of her beautiful pink accessories in the hearts and the bows, gorgeous white fur. If you'd like to display her on your neck, just the small price of $5. If you are more a fan of Tinkerbell or fairies in general, rather than cats, look at this gorgeous one. Her wings are studded with crystals. Just $5, pretty please. Okay, going back down to the low $3 price point, these are a little bit smaller. The one on the right is actually a dark green to it, and the one on the left is black. $3 for choice. And to show you a size difference, this one is going to be $5, but I want you to see how much bigger it is by comparison. And also it's got some little marcasites around it. So that's the difference in $3 versus $5. Oh, and I'm going to also add, this one is $5 as well. It's very similar to the black one, just so that you can see they're about the same size, even though the coloring is different. Now, I've shown you some turquoise necklaces earlier. This is one of the most blingy ones that I have. Let's take a look at it together. It's still only going to be $5, but it's got an elaborate twist to it at the top. Going down, it's got beautiful light blue topaz looking crystals. Then it has the actual topaz in it. Look at the beautiful veining. So $5 for the blingiest of the turquoise that I have tonight. If y'all haven't already clicked the thumbs up, please, oh please, that helps me out. And y'all keep in mind that I've got auctions at 7 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Monday. For my doggy lovers, for my fur baby mamas, look at this sweet pendant, maybe to remind you of a dog you had while you were growing up, or as an adult, or maybe even a doggy you have now. So when you leave home, this is a little reminder that somebody at home loves you and maybe is waiting on you to take them potty. Oh, kidding. Bad joke. Okay, I have changed mannequins to the longer, taller mannequin. So those of you who like what's called the sweater necklace, or the longer necklaces, which are going to hang down so as not to compete with your cleavage, here you go. I'm going to show you several of these. The first one has a western flair to it. Look at this cowboy hat, or maybe it's a rancher hat. I think this could even be worn by a guy. Here is the reverse, so you can see the excellent metalwork to it. Even on the back, it is fantastic. Is that a signature in the center? Let me see if I can get it. No, I guess not a signature in the center. Okay, just double checking there. But it is beautifully well made. It's kind of heavy. There is a little star there. Maybe it's a lone star with the hat. Although there are plenty of cowboys in Wyoming and Montana and Tennessee and other places as well. Here is a nice substantial owl pendant. It's got some blue with it. Now, so many pendants are just flat, but look at this one. It's got depth. The back is beautiful as well. The back has kind of an Asian styling to it with a secret little flower on the back. So I love that it's not just flat. Very dimensional. This one will also be available for the low price of just $5. Looking for that quintessential fall leaf that's going to be your go-to necklace all through the fall, that's going to be a big enough statement that's not going to compete with your dresses and blouses that have a pattern. Sometimes when you're wearing a patterned blouse, you can't even see or find the necklace. You can see the chain on the person, but the blouse is so busy you can't see it. So this is one of those great ones that would be awesome to wear with a printed blouse because it is a size and texture and has a solid color so that it's not going to compete, but it's going to stand out and not just accidentally blend in with the pattern. And look at the texture on that. Here's a look at the Belle. Just $5. This necklace will be $7. Why? Well, it's Hello Kitty. It's a little bit longer, and it has crystals in it. So anytime you're dealing with licensed merchandise and with some bling, that usually comes with a little bit of a higher price point, but it is so cute and so demure. For those of you saying, well, you've shown a lot of jewelry, what about the men? Men will sometimes wear necklaces as well. Here is a great necklace for a man. It's got kind of a metal interpretation of a arrowhead. It is, of course, not an actual arrowhead. It has that kind of styling. Also, look at this thick black necklace it is on to complete the look. Super manly. and available for the low price of just $5. This is one of the biggest and blingiest necklaces I have. It's a fish motif. So if you like all things nautical, all things marine, or maybe it's a call out to your faith, because in the New Testament we are told to be fishers of men as Christians, just like several of the disciples. Even though they were brothers and fishing partners, they were also fishermen. So let me give you a closer look at this. First of all, this is such a substantial rope chain. And then look at this beautiful stonework. At the top, you've got lots of different colors. Here is a faceted stone. And then at the bottom on the tail, you've got all kinds of beautiful colors of stone. So this is going to pick up the colors you're wearing. If you like fish but just didn't need something that blingy, look at this striped one in a beautiful navy and white enamel. It still has a pretty little blue eye. It's got some cute little miniature pearls as the air bubbles to it. But this one is available for the low price of just $5. What kind of necklace do you wear when you wear an animal print, when you wear a cheetah print? Sometimes it is hard to figure out what's going to go with it. Do you have to just wear something plain gold because you don't want to compete with the pattern? Do you have to wear just something brown, which is kind of boring? Well, I have this, which is going to echo and accentuate the beautiful animal prints to your outfits. And I love that it is a faceted striped stone inside what to me kind of looks like a picture frame. Such an amazing way to display it. Who loves butterflies? I know to people who collect butterflies, you've got butterfly after butterfly after butterfly, and you see them in so many pretty colors. And in fact, I have a lot for sale in blues and greens and pinks and purples and yellows. But what you don't see is them in red. Or this one is more of a burnt umber, more of a sienna color. This to me is almost a fall interpretation of a butterfly. I also love that there is a lot of open space to it. So the color of your shirt is really going to shine through. So depending on what color shirt you're wearing, it is going to add to the beauty of this piece. This one is going to be available for the low price of $7. Now, I have shown you a lot of necklaces tonight. Most of them were pretty pendants on a chain. You can, of course, change out the pendant, change out the chain, but the idea remains the same, and that's the basic formula for a necklace. However, there are some lariat necklaces. Sometimes people call them a Y necklace, and this is one of those. If you are tired of fumbling with clasps, if you want something that's elegant and simple, if you want something adjustable, here is the great thing about it. So you just take hold of this lariat and you pull it down. Or maybe you want it shorter and you pull it up. There are so many ways to wear it. And I have these two pearls at the same length, but you don't have to. Look how pretty it is offset. Maybe a little less offset. And once again, it can be offset low. It can be offset high. So many different ways to wear this. The choices are endless. This one's going to be available for the low price of $7. Never underestimate the power of simple but elegant, of small but mighty. I had a mother that always said you never leave the house without some kind of jewelry, and you need to have matching pieces. And then in the 90s, some experts said, well, once you get your necklace and earring and bracelet and brooch off, you should take off one thing so that you don't have, 7, 8, 9, 10 things. Because people were wearing too much jewelry. Now I think we've gone the opposite way and we are wearing almost too little jewelry. But regardless of what you're wearing, this is simple and elegant. Look at this gorgeous chain, and there's the simple beading on it. So this is one of those pieces when you don't know what to wear with an outfit, it's going to go with everything. You could even double it up if you wanted to. Here's another adjustable necklace. I love that this one has both a cross to represent faith. It also has the infinity symbol, which God's love is absolutely infinite, as was the love of Jesus who died on the cross for us. When I read Corinthians 13th chapter, which is called the love chapter, and we as humans can never measure up to the love of God, which is truly unconditional, and it's called agape love. Nonetheless, it's the kind of love we should try to both have for each other, for mankind, for spouses, and even reflected back to God himself. So I love that this has both symbols, but look, you can put it down this way where the symbols come together. If you want to adjust it upward and make it into a Y necklace, you can absolutely wear it that way. So I love that there is so much choice. So it's going to work in different ways with what you're wearing. And this could also be a sweet gift of faith to that Sunday school teacher, to that youngster that is getting baptized or making a confirmation or has been called to ministry, your church secretary, pastor's wife, etc. So many of us had that special teddy bear when we were young and growing up, and then as we became older, it became time to leave it behind because you can't carry it around at school. This is a great way to remember one of those childhood relics, that comfort animal, that emotional support, or maybe you even have somebody who is young and ready to make the swap. This could be the it's time to leave Teddy behind, and I'm going to give you a necklace to remember Teddy with. And there is no shame in needing some emotional support. I hope, in addition to just selling you stuff, that this Southern Belle NOLA channel is a place where you can relax and have fun and shop, where you can be yourself and laugh and joke, to make some friends, to have some emotional support. I know for me, one of the best coping mechanisms I had when my parents passed away and I felt so lonely and distraught and what am I going to do all day, every day, was to start this YouTube channel, because now it gives me videos to make every day and auctions to set up for every day. And I just look forward to the companionship and the camaraderie, especially with those of you who take your time to show up and chat. Even if you don't buy anything, just showing up to spend time with me is such a gift. Down south, we say your presence is your best present, and it is absolutely true. So I just want to take a moment and not only thank the bidders and buyers, and of course my moderators when I have auctions, but to also thank those of you who just click the thumbs up to help me out, those of you who just pop in the chat to say hi and give me an extra view count. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of that helps me ever so much, and I really appreciate it. I hope to see y'all at my auctions at 7 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Monday. My premieres on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And I say, laissez bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life. Roll in your heart. Roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. And take a look at my earring video. You might find some earrings to go with the necklaces you have chosen today. Take a look at the brooch video. You might find some brooches to go with what you've seen. And there's a whole bunch of $1 Sunday stewardship videos that have amazing bargains, and some $2 videos as well. And let's not forget the videos about garden flags, puzzles, keychains, hair accessories, kitchen items, and oh so much more. Until I see you another time, may God bless you. Bye-bye now.